Good afternoon, doctor. We are Group 4. Our company is FGV Holding Berhad. This is my group members. Next, the breakdown of FGV Holding Berhad. FGV is a Malaysian agricultural company and focus on plantation, sugar, logistics, and other businesses. FGV also a world largest in produce of carbon oil in the world, with operations in more than 11 countries across Asia, North America, and Europe. The products made by FGV include palm oil, soybeans, canola, and sugar. The mission of FGV is to become a global leader through creating value in human capital, championing locally invest culture, building an integrated value chain advantage, and cultivating diversification in community and geography. The vision of SGV is to be among the world leading integrated and sustainable agribusiness that deliver value to customers and stakeholders.
Now, I will talk about strength and weakness of FGV Holdings Berhad. Okay, the first strength is excellent in sustainability plantation. FGV is a sustainable plants that employs current seeds, pesticide, and fertilizer. Second is FGV is one of the world's largest palm oil producer. Okay, FGV generates 4% of global palm oil, which is CPO. The top export of FGV is upstream palm oil. They also manufactures CPO worldwide. Okay, the third is excellent bargaining power in contract negotiations. Okay, FGV do service shops and wholesalers worldwide, reducing suppliers, negotiation power, and FGV distribute them. Okay, the fourth is the technology that involvement in operation. FGV subsidiary Felda Prodota Sendirian Berhad created ProTrust Cloud, which is a private cloud platform that promotes corporate mobility. Okay, it's the quickest and easier way to access finance, logistics, and HRM cloud tools. Fifth is value chain competitiveness. Okay, FGV's approach to developing an integrated value chain optimize linkage between company elements, skills, and people. Okay, six, product and geographic diversification. Okay, future FGV investments will target rubber and sugar, also agricultural commodities such oleochemicals and specialized fats. Okay, seven, good research and development division. Okay, FGV's R&D Malaysia's oil palm sector. It was intended to meet the nation's 50 agronomic improvement needs. Okay, next is a different customer segment, which within crop segment. Okay, FGV diverse product offering allowed it enter the crops market. It helped the diversify income sources. Okay, next is strong market position. Okay, FGV produced the most palm oil, which is CPO, so there are business enhanced product position and market shares. Okay, the last one is a different product concept. Okay, FGV Holdings provides a new palm and oil product innovation to industry. Their product ideas help companies make better products. Okay, next is weakness of FGV Holdings Berhad. Okay, first, manpower constraint. Okay, FGV hired locals to decrease foreign labor. However, they recruit from Indonesia and Bangladesh because of labor shortage. Second, unable to increase the number of fresh fruit bunch. Okay, half of oil palms are 20 years or older. Okay, too many aged oil palm trees prevent plants from expanding FFP and CPO output, and it will affect the company. Okay, third, the operation will not handle properly and effectively. Okay, FGV's capital structure, finance, and manpower needs are being evaluated. Okay, fourth, the listing revenues were not invested correctly. Okay, they've taken the loss about 788 million in assets, and may now explore how to maximize their investment and assets. Okay, fifth, new supply chain and logistic network costs. Okay, internet and AI have drastically impacted the consumer's business model, and FGV now must establish a new strong supply chain network, which is costly to them. Okay, sixth, declining market share. Okay, crops industry growth exceeds corporate growth. Okay, FGV must evaluate consumer trends to promote future development. Okay, seven. Uncertainties in the form of managing risk. Okay, financial uncertainty, legal obligations, technology obstacles, management failures, accidents, and natural calamities are risks of FGV. Okay, 8. Poor financial performance in logistic and others LO. Okay, FGV's logistic and others LO saw a 14% drop in sales to 303 million in 2020 compared to 354 million in 2019. Okay, next is a poor promotion activity. Okay, FGV lacks of promotional efforts lead to low product recall. Okay, the last one is failure in administration. Okay, this is because governance difficulties owing to high-level management flaws and FGV Okay, this is IFE matrix of FGV Holdings Berhad. Okay, the total of the weak for strength and weakness is 1. Okay, however, the total weak score is 2.87. Okay, we can see the highest weak score is 0.64, which is one of the world's largest palm oil producer in strength. Okay, which is this is the main strength of FGV Holdings Berhad. Okay, the lowest weak score in weakness is 0.04, which is failure in administration. That we think that is not one of the main reasons of their weakness.
Next is the opportunities of FGV Holding Berhad. Firstly is emerging of the biofuel market. FGV uses biogas, biomass and other natural energy to make electricity from waste. By providing domestic energy, biogas plant reduce FGV greenhouse gas emission. 2 biogas collection system at FPI UMAS and FPI Sering Hilir produce power. Secondly is acquisition with Samdabi. Samdabi plans to purchase the world's largest crude palm oil production, which include local farm. Samdabi plantation seeks to boost shareholder value. Samdabi plantation and FGV may merge to become the largest oil palm firm. Next is feedback from the stakeholder and public. Feedback may enhance FGV performance. FGV bought the IAP Sustainability Advice. The IAP can provide the FGV objectives guidance. Human rights, employee welfare, environmental and resource management challenge have increased at FGV. Next is government support on Malaysia palm oil industry. Minister Mas Yukon said Malaysia would spend 50 million to improve its palm oil. The money would be utilized as matching grants to boost Malaysia palm oil and derivative. R&D will concentrate on removing pollutant from palm oil. Next is new market expansion. Companies need new markets. Adding markets may provide a company a competitive advantage. Expanding into new regions help the company increase its customer base. Company must evaluate their company strategy, target audience, and product market before growing. Next is business collaboration. Sharing talent, expertise, and viewpoint is key to business cooperation. This business agreement allows FGV to benchmark with a high-quality firms, which is vital for supply chain management. Next is accelerate technological innovation and advance. Accelerate technology discoveries and improvement industry productivity, enabling suppliers to make more items and service. FGV may expand into related product. Next is customer preference are fast changing. When people have more money to spend, they are more willing to experiment with new product and service. Growth and consumer deployment must be monitored by FEDA. Next, constantly increase existing growth level of the industry. Due to rising per capita affluence, Malaysia plantation industry face similar challenge as FGV. CPO price have grown 3 to 4% yearly, but have kept steady or reduced with population growth. Lastly, a diverse offering to the market. FGV plantation downstream business refine and transform CPO and PK into higher value goods. FGV distribute branded culinary ingredients and dairy product, which is Saji, Adela, Sri Pelangi and Bright Cow are Malaysian best-selling brands. FGV aim to offer candy and pet food. Next is the tree of FGV Holding Berhad. First is uncertainty price of the global palm oil market. Demand will affect worldwide palm oil price. When demand drops, palm oil price fall to minimize market oversupply. Malaysia is not the largest producer of palm oil, hence there is significant price competition. If the global palm oil price swing constantly, FGV Holding Berhad growth would suffer. Next is new rule and regulation. Our new Prime Minister has introduced new law and regulation. Our Prime Minister restructured Malaysia government-linked enterprise because the government think increased political participation would lead to corruption. Next is COVID-19 outbreak. COVID-19 impacted FGV supply chain in 2020. Delay occurred with raw materials, technical service and product demand. Slowly arriving raw material and packaging suppliers terminated business in March 2020. Cooking oil demand exceeded factory capacity. Next is high prevalence of obesity. Palm oil may cause obesity. Due to negative comment, palm oil will be misunderstood globally. This widespread bias toward the palm oil business will reduce demand for palm oil, and palm oil produced like FGV would occur loose. Next is rapid technology. FGV must invest more in technology and make constant change to satisfy customer. Technology may increase industrial chain productivity. Fail to monitor technology might undermine your market position. Next is growing costs. FGV agriculture costs are growing and CPO may peak in 2022 because each production unit overhead costs vary, causing corporates lose. As product price grow, customer must prioritize quality. Next is have hard cash post listing. According to RHB Bank analysis, FGV strong cash reserve after listing in 2020 allow them to purchase big or for profitable plantation properties that other funds may not be able to absorb. Next is decreasing of CPO selling price. A lower Malaysian currency threatens FGV Holding Berhad CPO sale price. The fund's bargaining strength will decrease. In Malaysian oil processing, excess capacity compared to price will reduce profitability. Next is the competitive pressure. Consumer non-cyclical product introduction cycle shrink. FEDA Global Ventures face more competition. FGV Holding Berhad can reach swiftly to specific areas because of its economic client base. The last of three of FGV Holding Berhad is shortage of skilled human resource. Given the high employer turnover rate and growing reliance on innovative solutions, company names may face skilled human resource challenge in the near future. Next is the external factor evaluation metric or EFE. The total of weight is 1.0 and the total of weight score is 2.89. Next, the highest of key external factor in opportunities is government support on Malaysia palm oil industry with 0.15, and the lowest of opportunities is a diverse offering to the market with 0.2. Next, the highest of three in key external factor is growing cost with 0.15, and the lowest is competitive pressure with 0.2.
CPN, based on this table, the weighted score of FGV concluded as 3.35 and higher than competitors such as GAR 3.1 and lower than Sandabi 3.4. Pastor Political. Politics may affect the FGV Holdings Berhad, and it might raise risks and cause a loss because the politics includes the tax hike and or cuts. And next is economic. Economic factors affect the FGV because the high employment rate caused the FGV to face the problem of a shortage of labor. And social. FGV is also known for producing basic food ingredients such as sugar, cooking oil, and margarine. And Malaysian lifestyle are primarily used in local food. Therefore, it will cause obesity if consumed in huge quantities. And technology affects the FGV and crops in Malaysia in several ways. Some technical aspects include the velocity of technology-driven change, product innovation, supply chain disruption due to technology, and so on. And next, environmental. FGV has implemented the practice environmental friendly such as waste management. And last, legal. FGV verifies that rules and practice are lawful, such as Environmental Quality Act 1974. Also, FGV joined Fair Labor Association to improve the human rights and labor practice.
Porter 5 force rivalry among competing firms. Companies have faced tremendous pressure from rivals in industry and restrict its development potential. For example, affect the profitability company. FGV have in diversity product in any area because the competitors targeting the same product. In bargaining power suppliers, the supply ability to bargain with the company by raising and lowering price. That was can influence the competitive environment potential profitability because depend on situation demand. For example, FGV was supplier distribute a range of food product in every angle that because large farm oil in Malaysia. In a bargaining power of buyer was a depend of buyers such as a price, quality and brands. Customer can consider and evaluate the product in any aspect before purchasing. The company make focus on creativity and differentiation to improve product quality and function using the blockchain and IoT. For the potential entry of new competitors was make risk great for current company because have higher barriers in new entries. The price product of a FGV become lower because many competitors in industry palm oil. For example, FGV have to compete with them on price product. The cost advantage will depend on situation. For the potential development of substitute product, the company have competitor in development product existing in industry that produce same product. FGV pay attention to make higher quality of product to able achieve profitability.
Strength and opportunity strategy. The strength is strong market position and opportunity is constantly increased existing growth level of the industry. So the strategy is high brand equity, and FGV strong brand equity has enabled it to continue to acquiring new customer and building profitable relationship with both new and loyal customer. Next, the strength is excellent bargaining power in contract negotiation, and the opportunity is business collaboration. And therefore, the strategy is highly skilled collaborators. FGV value chain partners have helped create and sell the innovative goods. Next, the strength is different product concept, and the opportunity is new market expansion. And so the strategy is analytic, the focus. FGV emphasize business analytics, and Malaysian technical infrastructure help it utilize the potential of analytics for demand forecasting, marketing optimization, inventory management, and so on. Weaknesses and opportunity strategy. First, the weaknesses is manpower constraint, and the opportunities is acquisition with the standard B. So the strategy is recruit the fresh graduate students because they can supply the organization with new views and ideas, and they are hardworking. Next, poor promotion. The weaknesses is poor promotion activities, and the customer preference are fast changing. So the FGV can conduct the market penetration strategy, such as expand the TV advertising to influence the customer decisions.
S3 strategy, improve effectiveness marketing. S9, strong market position plus T9, competitive pressure. FGV Holding should invest more in product and marketing strategy. For example, FGV must spend more money on advertising to develop its name in palm oil sector. So, while selling a product attract customers, improve productivity and efficiency. T10, shortage of skilled human resource plus S7, good research development decision. FGV must improve production efficiency. In production, worker, employer or employee were key to running a firm. Well-trained employees are vital to organization success. FGV must also provide welfare to shield their employer from danger. When they feel they protect their willingness and honest in conducting work might increase, leading to improved productivity.
There are two weakness strategies which are adopt a diversification plan. Implement a diversification strategy to solve company weakness, which is managing risk and the threat are unpredictable palm oil market price. The second weakness strategy is redesign new company policy. FGV can rethink the policy and rules to achieve long-term goals. Under the company new policy, rule breakers will be punished.
In QSPM metrics show the result that we may conclude that improving product quality and presentation to lessen competition is the superior option. The sum total attractiveness score figure depicts this. In the QSPM metric illustrate above, the strategy to improve product quality and presentation to lessen competition get a score of 2.44, whereas the strategy to increase branch to put their product with good quality has a score of 1.5.
Strategy evaluations. First, evaluations against SWOT metrics. It must use counts to determine its SWOT metric to understand company internal and external issues. It helps to find and consider strategy concept to create a strategy to fulfill long-term and short-term objectives. The second one is evaluation against QSPM metrics, which is develop two distinct strategy alternatives for company to select. QSPM metric can assist company categorize and select strategy that should prioritize more.
In conclusion, FGV Holding is the one of the large world produce the palm oil in Malaysia. FGV is a well-known manufacturer of a variety product including those derived from oil palm and rubber plantation, soybean and canola, oil, chemical and sugar. FGV has strong support from shareholder as it provides high profit despite having weakness and many threats, but FGV still move forward with the plan and strategy to achieve the goal to success. There are several solutions using analysis to eliminate weakness and threat and turn two parts into strength. FGV very optimized with the business. Therefore, FGV Holding is very optimized with the business and confident that is viable and to grow in the future and to contribute the national economy.